Good morning, good afternoon, my fellow agents in the Division 2 franchise. This morning, after this Lumen Hunter mask, it is located here in the Brooklyn Heights area. There's a certain thing you have to do, certain route in a certain time frame. Everything has to be a certain goddamn way with these hunters. So this one you have to do, if you check your time on the map, it has to be after 9 p.m., 2100 hours. And that's when you can start the mission. And I'll go over that with you once I orientate myself, because I don't know what the hell just happened. This is the gear that I'm going to use for this fight. He's already killed me like 3 times, but it's okay. But I'm going to use a gunner specialty. All right. Because on your way to fight this guy, you have to run like literally half across the country. And if you have to kill any people along the way, you'll get 10% armor on kill. So that's why I'm using it. Now I'm going to use the St. Elmo's engine. I've got an expertise up to 19. Everything else is max. Good gun. But I'm going to use it specifically for the shock ammo. When I was fighting him last time, I was able to shock him, and it did help. So it's a good deal. Now, this is my normal build that I use as my Hazard Pro build, so it's usually 100% Haz Pro against everything, and I'll go over that resource with you. But right now, I'm just going to be using the Ninja Bike backpack. It's just expertise to 9. I've got 3 pieces of Striker, which actually, because of the Ninja, you guys will all know, gives me actually 4 pieces of Ninja, 4 pieces of Striker. If you don't know, getting the Ninja Bike backpack, one of the perks of it is it gives you an extra gear piece. So for example, when you go down to Striker, 4 pieces is what you want, but because you have, even though I only see 3, with the Ninja Bike it actually gives you 4. It gives you that extra piece. So my mask, I'm going with weapon damage, and see, like I said, it's my usual hazard protection. The only thing I changed was I put on a protection from Elite mod on there, and I actually put one here on my backpack too. So that's 2 of them, protection from Elite. That's new. I didn't do it the last time I fought him. My backpack, same thing, weapon damage, Haz Pro, but then I threw on a protection from Elite mods. I don't know how everyone gets these 13%ers, because I've been playing this game for years. I've never gotten one. My 4th piece of Striker is going to be my gloves. Same thing, max armor and max crit hit damage. Now this one, it goes towards my Hazard Pro build, but I'm going to use this. Now that I'm thinking about it, I might end up changing this shit. I might not. I'll have to see, because the hunters are such tricky bastards, and they will throw their blinder fireflies, their shock traps, and all that stuff. And to be honest with you, I haven't been affected by it these last couple of matches. I haven't really even thought about it because I'm so concentrating on killing this guy. But he has thrown out a couple of shock traps and the blinder firefly, so I'm probably just going to leave it. But this is what I've got on it, armor and the Haz Pro, and I can't change that, so that's just the way it is. But because even though I have 1 piece, remember with the Ninja Bike you get 2 pieces, so if you look up here, it gives me that 30% hazard protection. And then I've got the terminal knee pads, again, the same thing, because I have a Ninja Bike, I get hazard protection and then the crit hit chance. So just in these 2 pieces alone, I've got 50% hazard protection. And then it's all maxed out for weapon damage, and you can see the rest. Now, as far as stats on this build, they're not massive. It's 39% crit hit chance, 84% crit hit damage. It's not a lot, but the reason I'm using this, and if I have to change, I have to change it. I can go to another build, but it's really for the Haz Pro stuff, to just try to limit my interaction with him, as far as him disabling my skills and him using his skills. I want to give myself the best advantage I can, especially with his shock traps that he's using and the blinder fireflies. It's been and on this time around, I got 36%. So if I go down here, it'll say it right here. So I've got 36. Let me go someplace. I don't know why it's so bright there. So I have here, so I've got 36% protection from elites, That should help me out. And then pulse resistance, I don't think he's pulsing anything. This is the only one, even with a Hasbro build, it doesn't really help you with explosive resistance. Everything else, let me turn that down. So I've got 90% hazard protection, bleed resistance, because normally I have, this is my backfire build. And with a backfire, you have to have, you know, at least 90% bleed resistance. But blind deaf, which is perfect, burn, destroy, disrupt, ensnare, all these things are really, and shock resistance, they're really good to have against the hunter, because he will throw everything at you. The other thing I was going to show you, I'm using a rock and roll shotgun just to get the stacks up. I didn't do that last time. I honestly was so focused on just using my AR. But if you use a shotgun against them, you'll get your striker stacks up. And those of you who know what I'm talking about, you know, with this striker gear, you know what time it is. I do not have to explain it to you. The other two things I am using is a Revive Hive, of course, but I'm using a Riot Foam grenade, because last time I used it, I was able to foam him to the ground, and I was able to almost kill him. He healed up, but I was able to heal him with that. So that's why I'm using the Riot Foam grenade, but then I'm also using the chem launcher with the Riot Foam, because the grenade did such a good job. I want to make sure I can stick him, and once he's stuck, he's immobilized, and you can just tee off on him. So I gotta wait till 9 o'clock, so it's only 2:30 now, so I'm gonna end up hitting pause here, and yeah, that's the build. I'm gonna be using my quick step to run from point A to B, because you start right here. This is where you have to be to fight this guy. Right where this manhole is, right in the Brooklyn Heights. Basically, you can just head over to the lookout and then mark off this manhole. And when you get to that manhole,
friendly control point detected,
which is right over here, here's the manhole. Then you just have to get over to this door, this overhead door. So if I go there now, I can't open it. It's not going to do jack shit. That's why you have to wait till 9 p.m. At 9 p.m., this door, you can open it. And I'll show you how you run through this whole mission. You have to do it a specific way. If you don't do it that way, it will not work. And as you can see, look, here's where I died. That sucks. So look how far you have to run. They make you really run your ass off. So you start here, and you end up just running all the way around everywhere. You'll end up running all the way to the other side, to this point. You find them on a rooftop. So there's a lot of other people with similar videos. You know, choose which one you like the best. Personally, the one who's just going to show you the route and exactly what you got to do, you know, so that's it. Oh, and the other thing here, let me see. The modifier. Let's use this say cheese. Biggest thing I'm going to really care about is just the active modifier, and I'm going to go with that say cheese. I always forget to hit the modifiers, but normally I would like to do this mission with my brother so we could have duos, but there's the build like I showed you earlier. I'm just going over it in my mind. Hopefully I got all my things straight, hands, fingers ready. I'm on a PS5 controller, so oof, come on, baby. Let's see how much time we got here. All right, here we go. We're gonna play it live. Now, I showed you the gate before, and now let's get our handgun out and let's get this shit going here. Come on, buddy. There you go. Now you can open the door. Sorry about that. Hit the wrong button. All right, here's what happens when you hit that. Cool neon light, black lights. Now let's get the fucking shit. Let's get out of here. And hopefully you have to follow this route. So just everywhere you'll see a black light, I'm gonna take you on this route, and you have to follow it. If you deviate, you will not be able to get the hunter. You'll see there's blue lights everywhere, the black lights. So you just follow them. I just kind of like, I've done it several times now, so I have a little route that I run. and I'll fast forward it from here on. I hope we don't have any problems up here, because you still have to get past all these people. So if they see you, you know, they will start shooting. There it is again. So just keep going. Everywhere you can pretty much see the black lights from wherever you're at, from one to the next. See, there's it right there, and there it is on that building. Shit, man. That's why I'm using the quick step, so I can kind of like haul through here. This really sucks, man. It's fucking bullshit that I have to do that. Anyways, it's really irritating, but there's another one there on the building there. I see it's all black light out. There's people over there. Jesus. This is really... Now this is gonna kind of suck, because I have to do this. And I'm gonna have to... I normally run to the right or left side. But I'm just going to try to avoid as much as I can. Use structures behind me. Fucking assholes. You know what? A bunch of jerks. Oh, gee, many crickets. I don't want to... You know what? Fuck you guys. It really pisses me off. I have to waste another fucking medkit. Get off. Oh my god, I don't know how they're screwing me on this so badly. There's so many people here now. Normally it's not this many people here. It's just really absolutely fucking ridiculous. I got screwed on this one, but that's the route. And now as soon as you get up here, this fucking putz is gonna show up, and look at this. I wasted now. Holy crap, that's the fucking best I've ever done with this guy. You know what was the key? I'm telling you right there. The key was that foam. Yep. The riot foam did it. I fought this guy, I'm not shitting you guys, at least 5 times by myself. He was a bitch every time. This time it did suck. It even sucked more than it normally sucks, because you saw the shit I had to run through just to fucking get here. And sometimes, you know, I've run this whole route without really interacting with anyone. This route here sucked. But my advice to you guys, definitely get the riot foam. And that's the mask I'm gonna rip off this fucking putz here in a minute. I'm not gonna wear the mask. I'm just gonna put it on for you guys just for the moment. I have this guy's I have the houndsman's shroud on. Let me see if you can see it. So there it is there. If I get rid of the shroud, you'll see the mask better, but that's it. Thank God, you know, let me take this. I'll use this for my screensaver or something. Or you know what, maybe I'll just use it. That'll be my screensaver right there. I mean, thumbnail. Screenshot. Ay, Dios mío. That's he's a bitch. I made him look easy there. But he is not easy. Like I said, I've gone against him several times. He's blinded me. He takes off and he jumps down there, and then he heals super quickly, you know. And that's the other problem I've had. But hey, I appreciate you guys watching the video. Like, subscribe, and you guys have a great day.